Let's have a mature talk today, shall we? In a world where hookup culture is louder than ever, where quick connections and casual situationships have replaced depth and commitment, there's one question that keeps lingering in the hearts of many women. How do I know if it's real? Not just the relationship itself, not just the words being said, but the intimacy. Those moments behind closed doors, when it's just the two of you, skin to skin, no masks, no distractions. Is it love, or is it just lust dressed up as something deeper? Here's the truth. Physical chemistry is easy. You can feel that spark with someone you've known only a few days. You can have fire and passion, yet still have no emotional safety. Because anyone can want your body, but not everyone can truly respect it. That's the difference. When a man is genuinely in love with you, something shifts in how he makes love to you. His actions stop being just about seeking pleasure, they become about being present. He's not just touching your body, he's honoring your heart. He's not just sharing space with you, he's fully and deeply with you. That's when intimacy becomes sacred, and when you start noticing those subtle, beautiful signs, signals that he's not just in it for what you can give him, but for what he feels when he's with you, the woman, not just the experience. Today I want to give you clarity because there are 5 powerful, emotionally charged things men only do in bed when their love is real. Once you recognize these, you won't just feel desired, you'll feel deeply, undeniably loved. Let's dive in. When a man truly loves you, something changes in how he approaches intimacy. It's no longer just a physical act. It's no longer about chasing a high or proving something. It becomes about connection, presence, and feeling. That's why one of the first and strongest signs of real love in the bedroom is this: he slows down. Most people rush through intimacy because they chase a feeling. They want release, validation, or a peak moment that gives them a quick sense of power or worth. And let's be honest, there's often a lot of performance going on in the bedroom. People do what they think they're supposed to do, moving fast, hitting the usual marks, following a predictable script. Fast can be exciting, sure, but fast doesn't always mean connection. It often leaves little space for emotional depth. But when a man is in love, when his feelings are real, his whole energy slows down. He doesn't just want your body, he wants to be with you. He wants to feel you. He wants to explore those quiet, subtle moments, the spaces between breaths, the warmth of your skin under his fingertips. He's not rushing to the finish line. He's savoring every part of the journey. That slowness isn't just about physical speed. It's a mindset. He's not distracted. He's not trying to impress you. He's fully present, and his focus isn't on himself, it's on you. Sign 1. Deep, lasting eye contact. It's about how your body moves, how your breath changes, the small expressions on your face that tell him how you feel. In these moments, you realize he's tuned into your experience more than his own. His goal isn't just to feel good, it's to make you feel deeply seen, safe, and desired. That's what love does. It makes a man care about the little things. When a man slows down during intimacy, he's telling you without words that he treasures this moment with you. He's not trying to get somewhere. He's already where he wants to be, with you. There's no rush to move on, no hurry to reach climax just for the sake of it. He wants to stay in the moment, because that moment with you is the most beautiful part. It's in the slowness that real intimacy begins to grow. It's in the lingering eye contact, the soft kisses, the way he pauses just to hold you. It's in how he breathes you in, like he's memorizing the moment, like he knows this is more than physical, something he doesn't want to forget. When a man slows down, it shows emotional maturity. It shows he's secure enough to be vulnerable. He's not afraid of depth, and he wants more than a physical connection. He wants emotional closeness too. Here's something important. Slowing down takes trust. It means he feels emotionally safe with you. Because when a man doesn't trust you, or doesn't want to build something real, he keeps things surface level, quick and detached. But when he loves you, he lets the walls come down. He lets himself be soft, gentle, tender. And in that softness, he's saying, this isn't just sex. This is something meaningful, and I want to be fully present for it. So if you ever find yourself with a man who moves slowly, not because he's unsure, but because he's emotionally invested, pay attention. That's not just a man making love to your body. That's a man loving you through every touch, every pause, every breath. That kind of presence, that kind of slowness isn't just rare, it's sacred. And when it's real, you'll feel it deep in your soul. Let's talk about something so simple, yet so revealing. Eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most vulnerable things two people can share. Think about it. When we feel nervous, we break eye contact. When we hide something, we look away. When we're just physically there but not emotionally connected, we avoid the eyes completely. Because to look into someone's eyes during something as raw and revealing as sex is to be completely exposed. And a lot of people aren't ready for that. But a man in love, he wants it. When he looks into your eyes and holds his gaze, it's not about control or dominance. It's about depth. He's grounding himself in you, in your emotion, in your presence. It's his way of saying, I'm not just here for this moment. I'm here for you. It's no longer just physical. It's emotional, spiritual, soul-level connection. And it's not always during the heat of the moment either. Sometimes it's in the quieter parts, the stillness between movements, the moments when the world seems to pause. He finds your eyes and he just knows there's no performance, no act, just truth. You can feel when that eye contact carries love. It's steady, not just intense. It's soft, not demanding. It's warm, not cold. He's not just watching your body react. He's searching for your feelings, your emotion, your heart. He wants to make sure you're with him just as he's with you. Here's something many people overlook. A man who makes eye contact during intimacy is a man who's emotionally open. Men who struggle to connect, who are afraid of intimacy or being truly seen, will almost always avoid eye contact in bed. They'll kiss you with their eyes closed, bury their face in your neck, stay in the physical because the emotional is too hard. But when a man looks into your eyes, really looks, and holds your gaze while you're close, naked, and more than just bodies, it means he's not afraid of what he'll find there. It's a rare kind of presence. He's not lost in fantasy, not disconnected, not thinking about anything else, not hiding. He's there, fully, deeply, willingly. Sign 3, he holds you after intimacy. In that moment, nothing else exists but you and him. And in that shared gaze, so much is being said, even in silence. There's I love you, there's I respect you, there's you're safe with me. And maybe most of all, there's I'm here. That kind of eye contact leaves you feeling held, not just touched. It gives you a closeness that goes far beyond skin to skin. Because when a man makes love with his eyes wide open and locked onto yours, it's not just about what he's doing, it's about how deeply he feels it. Once you've experienced that kind of intimacy, everything else feels like noise. Let's talk about what happens after intimacy. While many people focus on the act itself, how passionate it was, how connected it felt, there's something just as revealing in the quiet that follows. In fact, one of the most telling signs that a man is making love from a place of true emotion and not just physical desire is what he does afterward. You see, for many men, the end of sex signals a shift. The mission feels complete, The high is gone and instinctively the body wants rest. He might roll over, close his eyes and fall asleep, almost like his emotional switch turned off the second the physical experience ended. But when a man is in love with you, really in love, that switch doesn't flip. For him, the intimacy doesn't stop at climax. If anything, it has just begun. That's why men who are emotionally invested want to stay in that afterglow. They want to talk, connect, keep that closeness going, not end it. It's not about deep talks every time. Sometimes it's playful, sometimes silly, sometimes just holding you and whispering something soft in your ear, meant only for that moment. But the message is always the same. I want to stay here with you a little longer. When a man talks to you after making love, he's not just feeling silence. He's telling you you're not just a moment. You're meaningful. He wants to know how you feel, not just physically, but emotionally. Did you feel close? Did you feel loved? Did you feel safe? He might not ask those exact words, but you'll hear it in the gentleness of his voice, in the way he pulls you near, the way he softly runs his hand down your back while talking about everything and nothing all at once. And if something is troubling you, he doesn't ignore it or get defensive. He listens, he adjusts, he reassures you, because when love is real, the moments that come after matter just as much as the act itself. Now, compare this to a man who's emotionally distant or only focused on the physical. Once the moment ends, so does his emotional presence. He becomes withdrawn, quiet, maybe even cold. You can feel the change right away, like the connection was only temporary and now you're back to being two strangers in the same room. That's not love. That's chemistry without commitment. But when love is true, the connection remains. He's not trying to vanish into sleep, his phone, or some other distraction. He wants to stay right there with you, beside you, in that vulnerable place. That's where emotional closeness grows. That's where bonds get stronger. Ladies, let me tell you this. Those small talks in the dark, the ones that might seem unimportant, they are where trust is made, where love breathes, where two people begin to feel not just connected, but truly seen. Don't underestimate the power of what happens after the physical connection. When a man wants to stay in that emotional space with you, not because he has to, but because he wants to. It's not just romantic, it's rare and it's real. He asks what you enjoy and genuinely cares about your answer. There's a moment in every close relationship when you find out what a man is really about. Not just who he is in bed, but who he is as a partner. And often it comes down to this simple but powerful question. Does he ask what you like? And more importantly, does he truly care? A man who's only in it for himself might ask just enough questions to seem thoughtful. He might casually ask, "You like that?" but never change anything he's doing. He's not really trying to learn. He just wants to hear that he's doing it right. But a man who truly loves you approaches intimacy like it's a shared journey, not a solo show. He wants to explore your body, yes, but even more than that, he wants to understand your mind, your rhythm, your preferences. He wants to know what makes you feel safe, confident, turned on, and deeply connected. When he asks you what you like, he listens. Not to impress you or check a box, but because getting to know you this way brings him closer to you. That kind of emotional curiosity is devotion. When a man loves you, he's not rushing through it or just repeating what worked with someone else. You're not a template, you're a universe. He wants to know what opens you up, what brings you happiness, what makes you feel not just wanted but truly cherished. He's not asking because he doubts himself, he's asking because he values your pleasure and sees it as important, not optional. Let's talk about the difference between asking and caring. Caring means remembering the small details, the way your breath quickens when he touches you in a certain way, the things you told him you liked a few nights ago that he's already putting into practice. Caring means checking in with you, not because he's insecure, but because he respects you. It means he doesn't assume he knows your body better than you do. It means he's open to learning you again and again. It's not about technique, it's about intention. A man who loves you wants your feedback, not because he doubts himself, but because your experience matters to him. He wants to create the experience with you. He's not taking control, he's sharing it with you. That's why when he asks what you like, there's no pressure to be perfect, no fear of judgment. You can be honest and open, and in return you get a partner who's willing to meet you in your truth. That kind of man doesn't just give you pleasure, he gives you permission to feel seen, to be heard, and to be completely yourself. So when a man asks what you like and truly cares about the answer, when he listens, adjusts, remembers and responds, you're not just feeling physical chemistry, you're feeling emotional commitment. And that, my friend, is what turns intimacy into love. There's something deeply powerful about the way a man touches you when he's in love. Not just during intimacy, but in the moments after. It's not flashy, it's not a performance, it's not about seduction, it's about something quieter, something sacred. When a man's love is real, his arms become more than just arms. They become a message. Let's talk about the way he holds you after the moment is over. When the lights are low, the adrenaline is faded, and the room is filled only with the sound of two people breathing. That's where the truth lives. That's where you can feel the depth of what isn't spoken in that space. The way he wraps his arms around you, pulls you close, softly strokes your hair, or simply holds your hand against his chest. It's not just comfort, it's communication. He may not say much. He might not need to, because in that embrace you can hear everything. You can hear, you're safe. You can feel, I don't want to let go. You can sense, I'm still here with you. Not just physically, but emotionally. That's how you know a man who's only there for the physical will often disconnect the moment it's over. He'll turn away, check out, maybe even disappear, emotionally or physically, because for him, the connection had a time limit. The holding, the nurturing, the softness, it was never part of his plan. But a man who loves you doesn't treat your body like a destination. He treats it like home. He never wants to leave. He holds you like he means it. Sometimes he'll pull you in without a word, burying his face in your neck as if he's grounding himself, needing your skin, your heartbeat, your scent to keep him in the present. Sometimes it's a hold that says, this moment means everything to me. Other times it's the kind that says, I want to protect you from the world. Either way, it's real, it's tender, it's full of meaning. Here's a truth many miss. Holding is a form of intimacy. It needs presence. It needs emotional availability. It needs a willingness to be still with someone and feel with them. And that kind of stillness is rare. Most people move on too fast. We're trained to chase the next thing, to scroll, to distract, to move. But when a man stays right there and wraps you up like he's protecting something precious, that's his way of saying, you matter. Not just when things are exciting or passionate, but in the stillness, in the softness, in the silence. You might even feel his breath slow. You might notice he doesn't rush to clean up, get dressed, or break the connection. He's happy just to be there, body to body, heart to heart. And the way he holds you isn't transactional, it's expressive. It says what maybe he doesn't have words for yet. Or maybe he does, but knows sometimes the strongest messages are shared through touch. So if you've ever wondered if a man's love is real, don't just watch what he says when the lights are on. Look at how he holds you when everything goes quiet. That's where his truth is. When he holds you like you're the most important thing he's ever touched, without expectation, without obligation, just with love, you're not in the arms of someone who just wants you. When a man's love is genuine, it shows not just in big words, but in quiet moments, in how he touches you, how he looks at you, how he stays with you. Real love doesn't rush. It doesn't perform. It doesn't disappear when the lights go out. It lingers. It listens. It loves you in ways that don't always need words, because actions speak louder than anything he could say. I want you to remember something important. You deserve that kind of love. The kind that holds you like a treasure, not a trophy. The kind that checks in with you, not just checks you out. The kind that stays close after the heat and values your pleasure as much as his own. That kind of connection isn't rare, because it doesn't exist. It's rare because too many people settle before they find it. Don't settle for someone who only shows up when it's easy. Wait for the man who shows up with his whole heart. If this message speaks to you, even just a little, here's what I want you to do. Like this video if it reminds you of what real love should feel like. Subscribe for more content that reminds you of your worth, your power, and how to attract the kind of relationship you truly deserve. And in the comments, tell me one small way a man has made you feel genuinely loved. Your story might inspire someone else to raise their standards too. Because remember, you're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong person. And the right one won't just make love to your body,